What I want to do in this presentation is talk about the elements of a SCODE vocabulary lesson. We've embraced the research and built in all the elements of what makes effective and robust vocabulary instruction. You can read more about this further down this page. What I thought might be useful would be to show you how we've built each element into every SCODE vocabulary lesson. We'd start the lesson with a growth mindset quote just on the board, just to remind students about the nature of new learning and the importance of resilience. Then we would begin the lesson with a few moments of retrieval, looking back at prior learning before new learning takes place. We know that this is essential for that fluent recall. Studies actually tell us that students need to be exposed to new vocabulary at least 7 times if it can be confidently make its way into their lexicon. So our retrieval takes the form of low stakes quizzing. Sentences, nuanced sentences and definitions where students have to decide the correct answer. Then we come on to teaching the vocabulary. I've chosen the word conspicuous as an example. The first thing we do is break the word down into phonemes. This is a really powerful way to aid and support students' spelling of new vocabulary. Then we need to listen to the pronunciation of the word and give students a chance to say this word out loud. I often think that this is a skill that is overlooked, and actually if students are going to use this vocabulary confidently, they need to be given lots of chance to practice the pronunciation of the words.
Conspicuous. Conspicuous. Conspicuous.
Then we use morphemic analysis to really explore in depth this word. So we've got the prefix con, meaning thoroughly. We've got the Latin specere, meaning to look at, and the suffix us, meaning full of. So we're exploring the different parts in these words. We can look at other words here, find a common thread. What other words share this root specere, meaning to look at? We've got spectacles, prospective, circumspect, and speculate. So we're finding patterns in vocabulary. This allows students to really develop their skills and knowledge when it comes to tackling new vocabulary in the wider curriculum. The literacy giant Hirsch said that a clear grasp of one concept can often provide fertile ground for another. We put these pieces together, the pieces of the jigsaw together, and we can give students here a rough definition now of what the word means. Now we provide students with a clear definition of the word conspicuous, meaning easily noticed and obvious, attracting attention. We avoid discussions around what the word might mean. So, as Beck reveals in his research, this is poor practice. Students need to be provided with a crystal clear definition and a sentence that shows that word in context. We may then explore the etymology of the word, its history and origin. This fascinates and engages students in language. As Quigley says, it sees spelling infused with meaning, and it's a proven method for enhancing reading and language comprehension. You can see the workbook page here that accompanies that exploration of the etymology of conspicuous, and you can see how we're picking out other language, other vocabulary that shares this root. All our lessons are accompanied by a video, either from a TV programme, a film or a documentary, and we use these to deepen understanding as well as to engage students. They either show the word being used in context or they highlight and demonstrate the meaning of the word. Have a look at this one for conspicuous.
Move! Not moving! Shh, not moving. Try to blend in.
What? Blend in? What do you mean?
Blend in.
Huh? But what are you saying?
Too late.
No, it's not too late. I'm blending. I'm a blender.
Hey, calm down. What are you doing? Tranquilo.
Oh. Ah!
Stop moving! Try not to look conspicuous.
Only now do students start writing. They've got the context, they've got the etymology of the word, they've got an understanding of the different word parts, and now it's time to write out the definition. Here we explore synonyms and antonyms of the vocabulary being taught to really deepen students' understanding of the word and also to broaden their vocabulary. We can use complex synonyms or antonyms or more simple ones that can act as a point of reference. Click on any of the words to reveal the definitions. Now it's about putting that learning into practice through a knowledge-based task. We've worked really hard to ensure that the tasks in this scheme are varied and engaging. There's no death by fray model here. We've included in every lesson an idiom, and this is about exposing students to vocabulary in the real world, the semantics and nuances of language, how they might hear this vocabulary in everyday speech. You can see the task here is all about optical illusions. So they've got to look at the optical illusion and label it. So is this obscured or impossible to see? Is it inconspicuous, apparent or conspicuous? So applying their learning. And there are several of these. How conspicuous is the baby? Can you see a rabbit or a duck? Conspicuous, apparent or inconspicuous? Can you see the man, the horse or a girl lying down? Finally, we finish with some discussion, an opportunity to improve oracy and students' confidence in using and pronouncing the new vocabulary. Sometimes it might be a couple of quotes for them to discuss, and you can see we've got some synonyms and antonyms there as well to support discussion, or it might be a quote. If it's a quote, we will add different discussion points to aid the debate.